Good morning, boys and girls. I was gonna say I'm shocked, but actually I'm not shocked at all at how many of you got it right. You're gonna be mommies and daddies virtually of baby chicks. Oh, sweet little guys. You ready for the big reveal? You wanna see what they look like right now? Not much like chicks. There's a mama hen looking out for them. That's the incubator. This is day 13, but when you see it, it'll be day 14 because I'm recording this the day before. And I have right here my little reminder about the chicken life cycle. So you have a hen, right? And the hen lays the egg. Now, you can't tell if an egg is going to form a little chick or not unless you actually crack it open, which isn't a good idea unless you decide that you want to eat the egg instead. But there's a little dot on the eggs that have babies inside of them, because not all eggs have babies inside of them. Like the ones you get at the grocery store to eat, those don't have babies inside of them. And believe it or not, this little dot is what turns into the baby. And this yellow stuff around it, the yolk, like when you open it, that's actually what the baby chick, as it grows up, it eats all of that. So that's its food, its nourishment. Did you know that? Isn't that crazy? And then inside the egg, the chick begins to form. And I want you to look at something really important right here. Do you see how, if this is its head, it hides its little head underneath its beak? Its little head underneath its wing with just its beak poking out. And that's for a very important reason. So then we get over to this side and the little chick starts hatching out, makes a little, what we call a pip, breaks out of the egg, dries off, and we have a chick. And then that chick turns into a chicken. Chickens can either be hens or roosters. So I don't know what we have until they hatch. So if you look here, these are the days, what it looks like for the development inside the egg. You probably hear the puppies right now. I'll show you at the end. But because it's day 13 today, I can show you what's going on inside the egg, because that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. 6, 7. So on the 7th day, that's what it looked like. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? Inside the egg today, there's actually that little chick that looks just like that. Isn't that crazy that it's already that much formed? And then we'll continue and move on, but I'll let you know about that later. So here we go. Are you ready? There are certain settings that have to be really important. So it's on 38 degrees Celsius. That's really important that it stays at that temperature, because if a mama hen were sitting on eggs and keeping them warm, that's about what her body temperature would be to keep those eggs that warm, right? And then if you look in the bottom, there's a little bit of water at the bottom, and that's so it keeps the humidity in there. It makes it moist a little bit. And so what I have to do 3 times a day, and there are some fancy incubators, and actually this one had an egg turner, but I think that it's just better to go in like this. So we have all kinds of neat looking eggs, right? And to turn them, I just go like this. Not being hard, I'm not gonna crack them, don't worry. But I just take my hand and I make sure that each one of them is rolled. Never facing straight up or straight down, okay? But you roll them because you wanna make sure on the inside, they are not going to stick to the inside of the eggs when they try and get out. So that's all that does. And I can't keep it open for that long, but do you see all these beautiful different kinds of eggs and the different colors? So we have all kinds of chicks. All right, I'm going to put the lid back on. Make sure I unplugged it a little bit. That's okay, it'll heat right back up. So it's like the mama hen. This is my reminder. She's going back to sit on her eggs to keep them warm. And so like during the day, you figure she has to move a little bit. So that's what that turning does, except she kind of wiggles her little bottom. Okay? So they're doing well. They're doing well. What they need from you mostly is they need to know that you're learning about them and that you're preparing your minds and hearts. And they're probably going to need some serious pep talks here because they're kind of like us. They're kind of just stuck, can't go anywhere. They're just waiting for the time when they get to come out and see everybody. Okay?